completely whole new sound card. Completely different now. So, all right, so we're starting soon. It's probably already on live, but we're going to wait till this thing says it is. And then we're going to try to get some feedback as to completely different now. So now we have a delay. Oh, there it is. So let's try that and see what that let's try that and see what that sounds like. If anybody's still with us, I don't know, you may not be, but we're going to try it again and see one more time if we can get this thing to sound better than what it was. I think it might have been a tad bit too hot right there. So let me back it down and we'll see about that. What you say? I think right there, David. I changed sound cards. I hope that
Clear.
I hope that maybe the sound card was the problem.
Clear. Sounds clear. Yeah, it's coming in from everywhere now. You stepped over to Studio A, made an adjustment, called an audible. You troubleshot it. For you young people out there, you better know how to troubleshoot issues.
Let me
if
tell
you want to make it. Troubleshooting's the key.
I hooked up an old school piece of equipment, I got to tell you, on this one right there, and it definitely showed for sure. I'm getting clear across the board.
Yeah.
Best yet. It ought to be. I'm not going. And this some old trustworthy. Let's just say, outlaw piece of equipment. How about that, DJ?
On their computers, for those that are listening at home or watching at home, this is what they're seeing. What I'm seeing on my monitor as well.
That is correct. That is what they are seeing at home, and so we are. I think hopefully. I hope I'm not fixing to get a text that says it's coming back, because if I do, I'm just going to take this junk and throw it out the door.
Easy now. Well, let's hit the public service announcement again with Brooke Bridges.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's do that. Yeah, we need to. Again, 16-year-old Brooke Bridges missing since Sunday evening.
In the Alco area.
Last seen in her home about 11 o'clock is what we are being told at this time. So want to put that out there, everyone. Keep your eyes open. Of course, if you happen to see Brooke or see her with someone, obviously we need to call 867-3212 or 911.
Sure.
But again, 16-year-old Brooke Bridges, as you can see, she's blue hair, glasses on in this picture. We would really like to try to get her to help find Brooke and get her family some peace of mind. I can't even imagine, DJ.
It would have to be your worst nightmare. They were in town. If I read the article correctly, her father was part of the construction groups that were in out at GP working at the mill. She was being homeschooled, been in the area for about 6 or 7 months, I think, but definitely want to reach out and ask those of you listening in to continue to share it on Facebook. And like Ken said, hopefully this will have a happy ending for the family and bring them some peace and some closure to it. Need to find Miss Brooke.
Yeah, we certainly do. And if we can do anything to help, obviously just let us know, and we would love to do what we could there, DJ.
While you're also texting in, a friend says we're clearing Alco as well, so we're hitting all the points now. But also anything that you'd like to see discussed here, any topics that you think need to be brought up that are important to our community, we would like to receive that input as well. This is going to be a show for the community. This is not going to be trash radio or Jerry Springer type stuff where we're just going to call in and bash people for no apparent reason. We We understand that people have passions, have different opinions, have different beliefs on things. Ken and I personally believe that healthy debate is good. It'll make for a stronger community. So if you can funnel those passions and thoughts into the form of a question, as we have different guests on over the next several months, look forward to getting good information out there so we can make choices wisely, make them based off good information, not hearsay or innuendo. And I think it'll serve Bruton well. There you go. There you go. Tomorrow's the last day of deer season.
Yes, it is. What have we got a report from Appleton, Alabama, from the Outlaw Report tonight at all, DJ?
I haven't gotten one tonight, but this is about the time the guys out there start getting on their stands. So shots will start ringing through here.
It won't be long now, will it? Yeah. So
get out there and get you a 2 million candlelight Q beam and a high powered rifle and go at it.
That's all you need. That's all you need for sure. We do appreciate everyone helping us out with the test of the TBL broadcast network. Not to be misconstrued with the emergency broadcast network. This is a test, but and only a test. But we're not going to have that the big long ringtone. I guess it was the earliest ringtones in the day, if you think about it. I mean, was it not? If I'm wrong, tell me.
No.
You know.
I think you're dead on. West Alexander says we're coming in good over there as well. Have you ever walked from West Alexander back into town?
Have you seen me? I hadn't walked to a lot of places in a while.
Well, I can tell you.
I mean, I need to.
It's a tougher stroll than you might think.
I'm going to tell you that coming up that hill, up Appleton Road.
I got 2 words for you. Calf cutter.
Absolutely.
And it's not any easier doing it backwards.
I was going to say, could you imagine trying to hump a bike up that hill?
Oh, man.
I mean, I got to tell you, that would have to be rough.
Get in the car and drive it.
All right, so now that we have all of the bugs worked out, we're going to take just about 30 seconds, 45 seconds here. And when we come back, we're going to touch on, we're going to do what we do.
Absolutely.
And we're going to go ahead and touch on something and see just we're going to see just how many people how many people are out there listening. We're going to touch on something that seemed to be a real hot topic here in our community for the last week or so, and we want to get some opinions. So look, you can hit us up on Facebook. The Bottom Line Show, obviously. You can hit us up on Twitter if you like Twitter, at the Bottom Line 16. You can hit us up there, or you can call. You can do just exactly. You can hit us up several different ways. So and we were talking about this before a while ago. AJ's in Destin is burning, or I think they got it under control, but the videos that I saw on Facebook earlier, AJ's was on fire.
The roof is on fire.
It was on fire. No doubt about that. Listen, we'll be back in just about, I don't know, just a minute. We'll be back. Just exactly. You can hit us up several different. You can hit us up several different. And I tell you, coming back from this, we realize we have some sort of a delay with this thing. So, we do realize that, and we'll get all that worked out here this evening. But as you can hear, the music's still playing a little bit. That's from the delay from going through the computer. So we got to get that figured out, but that's no problem.
Plenty of time, about 18 hours.
Yeah, we're still going to do our thing. That's for sure. So, listen, we said we were going to touch on a little something that was, kind of been a hot topic over the last week, maybe 2 weeks. No, I don't know, probably a week.
Last week anyway.
Last week anyway. And we've seen a lot of this on social media. A lot of different opinions about this. So, that being said,
bam.
There
it is.
Inquiring minds would like to know. This seems like it has been a very, very hot topic in the Bruton community for the last several days. And, here's the thing, in full disclosure, as I've told David, we were talking about this, I love anything we can do to make Bruton look better, be a better place. That's what this show is all about. And I love the artwork. Megan Brantley is my cousin, love her to death. She is very talented, done a great job on the wall downtown. I mean, I think
Allison Foster had a
hand in that. Her and Megan both, and so great job by them. I know there's been a lot of heated conversation about this particular. I don't know if you call it would you call it a mural? I mean, is that what that is, DJ? I mean, maybe that's not the correct term for it.
I think it probably is. It's and not just this issue, but the different things that are going to come up. It's okay, to disagree. It's okay if you don't care for something or if you don't like the way something went down, this, that, and the other. I don't have a whole lot of factual information on this, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know whose project it was. I don't know.
I don't either. And the only reason I brought this up was to say exactly what I think where you're headed with this, was to say, hey, look, everybody can have an opinion.
Sure they can.
Right, wrong, indifferent. Everybody can have an opinion on the left and the right, the center, whichever. Everyone can have an opinion on an issue, and that's what that's what the bottom line is all about. We want to get to the bottom line of a lot of issues. What touched off this firestorm around this work of art?
I want to backpedal just a minute. And, I've lived here my whole life, and Bruton's a great little town. There are many things that make it great. We have a tremendous school system. We have a very, very nice hospital, the library. The YMCA has been a tremendous addition to our community. The industry that we do have, there's a lot of communities across this country that would love to have a GP or a T.R. Miller Mill or a Grady. Things of those nature. So we're lucky to have all that. But in my lifetime, the single greatest asset that our community has ever had has been the people. I mean, just wonderful, wonderful people throughout our town. The salt of the earth, and they live in every neighborhood. It's not just pigeonholed to this part of town or that part of town. We have tremendous people in this town, and one of the things that social media has done. It's a very powerful tool. We talked about it, with the young girl who's missing, in terms of getting information out there. It's easy to get in attack mode. You go to type it, and before you know it, you've put some pretty strong statements out there. And we've already said many times here tonight, we're not trying to filter passion. We're not trying to change views necessarily, but it doesn't have to be personal. And when it gets to that point, it's gone too far as a community. We see each other at community events, at school events, the grocery store, in church, wherever it may be. And it's absolutely fine not to like something, not to care for something, not to agree with the way a process may have played out. But when it turns into a personal attack, regardless of what it is, I'm just not sure that that's the direction we need to go in, and I'm not sure how healthy that is for our community.
No, and just had a text come in that I think is right on the money. You know, art's purpose is to stir emotion, and is art is an opinion, and art is passion. I agree with that, and it seemed that the mural here has definitely served its purpose in that aspect. I would say, if I'm being totally honest here, and again, you can like it, you don't have to like it, whatever the case may be, but I got to echo what DJ says. You know, there's nothing should be personal about any one thing that goes on in our community. We can all be for things or not for things. And when DJ and I started talking about doing this show, that was the one thing that kept coming up was people are we wanted to make sure that people understood that you could come and you could have an opinion and it not be wrong.
Exactly right. It just needs to be respectfully presented. It doesn't need to be slanderous necessarily towards individuals, especially if you don't, or really in any case in terms of being slanderous towards an individual. But it's one of those things where actually, having different opinions and engaging in healthy debate will make our community stronger. I mean, more people need to take ownership of Bruton. I mean, Bruton belongs to every single one of us, even those who are not from here. Bruton belongs, the school system belongs to every one of us. Community events belong to every one of us. And asking questions is good. Having discussion is good. Having debate is good. I just don't see where the good comes in from personal attacks.
No, it never does. And as we deal with this show going forward, we welcome anyone to come in and give us your opinion on this or that or whatever you think that you're passionate about. We relish and want you to come in and do that, but we also, we want to be respectful, and remember it's not personal, and we're not. This is not what this is about. We don't want it to be about that. Not going to be about that, and we're going to have lots of topics that come up that stir people's emotions and passions. DJ and I, we talk a lot about what we think, what's passionate to us.
Sure.
DJ, everybody knows DJ's on the radio on Thursdays with Tiger Talk and Friday nights doing Miller football and does a great job with that. And as he and I discussed not long ago, he made a comment one night that his words that he literally just got tarred and feathered basically with and didn't really mean anything by it at all. And so that's what we're trying to make sure that everybody understands is we want, this community is everybody's community, is everyone's community, not just one group, not just right. This group, that group, not anybody's group. It can be a group when the group comes together, which is what we hope to do at the end of the day, is bring everyone together and let everyone see that, hey, we can agree to disagree.
And sometimes that's the best we can do, but it should still be done respectfully.
And a lot of times that may be the best we can do. Mm-hmm. But it definitely has to be done and should be done respectfully.
Well, going back to something you said, and I want to set the record straight right now, you don't get a do-over many times, but for the record, my 7-year-old daughter absolutely cannot kick a football as good as a young man from Hillcrest High School.
I didn't even mean to bring that up, but it just come out. I got to tell you.
There, I'm going to have a hard time getting past that one, but I definitely misspoke that night, and I'm going to be a better football broadcaster because of it.
I guarantee you that will. Listen, there's two things I'm sure of in this world. Number one, what happened to Nick Saban one year will never, ever happen to Nick Saban ever again. I'm positive of that. And number two, I'm positive that you will never make a comment like that ever again. Just after what you've told me personally.
And I can tell you this: a third point to that is a lot of people love the fact that it happened to both of us. I'm just telling you, I'm gonna keep it real.
And the crowd goes wild.
And the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah,
the crowd goes crazy.
But listen, we've got lots of things to talk about. Lots of things coming up. We are hoping that by the time this is done, or say done, or gets going good, that we have a viewership and listenership that understands that we welcome you. Anyone that wants to call in, come in, whatever you want to do, we're going to give you that forum to do it.
Well, one thing I'm certain of, Ken, is without active participation from the community, this program will be a flop. Plain and simple.
That is a fact.
If people don't participate, if people are not willing to open their hearts, open their minds, be willing listeners at times, also share opinions, share beliefs, without that input, this will be nothing.
No, and let me say this too. We were talking about T.R. Miller. Listen, it's not just about, this community is not just about T.R. Miller. It's about, how many schools do we have just in our community? W.S. Neal, T.R. Miller, McCall, just in our immediate area. So, we can sit here and talk about just one school, or talk about, what we think should happen here or there. But we have to realize this community, the greater Bruton and East Bruton area, is bigger than one group. It's bigger than me or DJ or anyone that comes and sits down at Studio B and talks with us or calls in and has an opinion. We hope it stirs debate. We hope it stirs up passion. We want you to be passionate about what you want to say and have to say. And listen, we want to give you all the opportunity in the world to come in and do that. Tomorrow night, we are going to, and I say we're still on for tomorrow night. Hopefully this technical difficulty has fixed itself, and I hope we don't have any more to deal with from that.
And I want to get this out there also for the guests that we do have come in. They are not going to sit up here and take cheap shots. They're not going to sit up here and be blasted, on the internet. If, like I said earlier, if you can channel your passions and frame your thoughts up in the form of a question that is fair, that's fine.
You remember the Gong Show?
Oh yeah. There you go. You get that and you're out of here.
What Jim Rome used to, that might be his sound.
Maybe his sound, yeah. But there's gonna be some protocol involved. This is gonna be there's gonna be an entertainment value to the program. There's no doubt. Ken and I, both at different times, may agitate just a little to stir some emotion, to stir some thoughts. But if people are good enough to come on here and take the grenades, we're going to do our best to make sure they're treated fairly.
Speaking of tomorrow night, again, this has been just a test show. We've done this for the last couple nights. Speaking of tomorrow night, we are may do some shuffling here. May have somebody come in different than we had anticipated. Not real sure how that's going to play out just yet, but we definitely are going to have some guests that's going to stir up some, they're going to sit here and take questions. And so get your questions ready, get them ready to drop in on us. And we look forward to all of that. Look forward to a lot of you guys calling in or coming by. We want this absolutely to be an open forum for everyone to come in and enjoy the bottom line. And we're definitely going to get the bottom line on a lot of things. We appreciate everyone's feedback that has helped us in this test tonight. I look, it's about 10:15.
Yeah.
Long day yesterday. We're gonna shut it down. We appreciate everybody. Thank you again for tuning in tonight. We will be back tomorrow I think we've got another announcement here, DJ. The boys basketball playing Miller. Didn't you tell that?
Playing going to be in Hillcrest Thursday night at 6:00.
And the Lady Tigers Friday at 6 at Miller.
They've won about 20 games in a row. Also, exciting teams to watch. I know Coach Johnson and Coach Jackson will have both our Tiger teams ready to go. WS Neal is going to be in the tournament as well. They get a first round bye. They'll be playing the winner of UMS and Satsuma. So they have an outstanding basketball team also. So the area basketball team is going to be in action here the tail end of the week. If you get an opportunity, get out and check out these young student athletes. They represent our schools.
Yeah, we got baseball season coming up.
Football season. As well.
Yeah, right now as well. New coach at Miller, Kevin Madden. I went to school with Kevin, a year behind me in school. Great guy. Couldn't ask for a better guy, that's for sure. Mom and dad, Rankin and Garnett, just good people. So looking forward to seeing Kevin do great things up there, and what a facility that he's got to work with, DJ. But again, listen, we appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Thank you for all your feedback and comments. We really appreciated them. Glad we got the bugs hopefully worked out. Now we got to get them worked out of the camera situation, but we're going to do that too. For David Jennings,
stay classy, Rudin.
Stay classy. I love it. We will catch you later next time on The Bottom Line.
Bottom Line was brought to you by Boss Man Productions. The views expressed by Colin Guest or in-studio guests are not necessarily those of The Bottom Line, the host, Boss Man Productions, other advertisers, or any affiliate of The Bottom Line. The Bottom Line is for entertainment purposes only.